Let's take a look at the top news headlines. Manipur being Southeast Asia's first democratic nation, state's pride, says Mahut Minister Y. Kemchan. State's fertility rate needs to be assessed to preserve rich culture of Manipur, says IPR Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan. And in West, BDF band platoon launched DGPP dongle lot a role of a BDF personnel in society. Hello and a very good evening. Welcome to MAMI TV Listeners Bulletin. I'm KAVITA TONGBRAM. Mahut Minister Y. Kemchan has said it is a matter of pride that Manipur was the first nation to get its democracy and to have its own constitution in Southeast Asia. He was speaking at the 4th Foundation Day of Manipur Legislative Assembly Museum and Archives observed at Old Manipur Legislative Assembly building in Imphal today. The observance was organized by Manipur Legislative Assembly Secretariat. Speaking further, Minister Y. Kemchan said the setting up of the Manipur Legislative Assembly Museum and Archives was in the Indian Parliament Museum to keep a record of political history of the state and make the people aware of the state's political history, stating that the day is very important in the history of Manipur as it marks
Welcome you all to UNACO Residential School at Chanung, Imphal East. An exclusive co-education residential school located on a sprawling 50-acre campus will be affiliated to CBSE New Delhi. First academic session will begin in April 2023 for classes 4 to 8. Hurry up for registration.
Dr. Helena Optometric College North AOC Imphal के academic session 2022-23 के admission होजरे program offer Bachelor of Optometry specialties दा matik charva infrastructure गलोइनना secure campus spacious classroom amadi well-maintained library meritorious students singi special fee concession amadi scholarship well qualified dedicated amadi experience leiraba oza singna takpi tambigani nupa macha amadi nupi macha gi secure amadi separate hostel Dr. Helena Eye Hospital and Institute Delhi training ki khudong chaba su leigani loinana course asi hek loibaga India amadi awarda.
Mahut Minister Y. Kemchan has said it is a matter of pride that Manipur was the first nation to get its democracy and to have its own constitution in Southeast Asia. He was speaking at the 4th Foundation Day of Manipur Legislative Assembly Museum and Archives observed at Old Manipur Legislative Assembly building in Imphal today. The observance was organized by Manipur Legislative Assembly Secretariat. Speaking further, Minister Y. Kemchan said the setting up of the Manipur Legislative Assembly Museum and Archives was inspired by Indian Parliament Museum to keep a record of political history of the state and make the people aware of the state's political history, stating that the day is very important in the history of Manipur as it marks the first day of the session of the elected State Assembly on October 18, 1948. He said that the museum was handed over to the public on the same day in 2018. He also appealed to the people to jointly work towards developing the museum.
Assembly की budget ता museum की budget जाओ दिन ता वही library का पूल लगा मचा हम कहते हैं तो वो सही वाली मंगा संग मचिक मैं याद उतारो बस सिस्टम बनी वो उसी maintain तो वो मचंग बनी ना वो museum गुम्बर related करके तंग नकला वो architect हम तो वेर का पोस्ट थमी सिंह किसी को फाइ का वो गुम्बर याव को पल इसी कर मंगों तो दगे ना assembly दी हम नुआई से थम दगे लेने ना Assembly Yahanba Assembly Hawibasi, Southeast Asia, Manipura, Hanba, Wibadina, Manipuri, Puduna, South Tui, Luna, Funsensi, Matangi Lakado, Umdadi, Kitangi Laura, and a cut sound, Pantona,
Secretary of Manipur Legislative Assembly, Karam Meghajit, graced the observance as President and MLA of KONDRAPAM Assembly Constituency, T.H. Lokeshwar, and MLA of Lamlai Assembly Constituency, K.H. Ibomchai, attended the observance as guest of honor. A souvenir marking the Foundation Day event was released on the occasion, while retired Director of Art and Culture, Dr. KAVITA, deliberated on the significance of museum in our society. Minister of Information and Public Relations Dr. Sapam Ranjan has expressed the need to assess the fertility rate of different communities in the state to preserve the rich culture of Manipur. He made the statement today during the observance of Kanglai Park Manipur gi Puwarida Miyamgi Ahan Balangak Laikiba Nomit 18th October 1948, the Manipur National Day, marking the first day of the session of the elected State Assembly on October 18, 1948 at Chandrakirti Auditorium at Palace Compound, organized by Committee of Civil Societies, Kanglai Park, CCSK. Speaking on the occasion, Minister Ranjan said it is important to know one's history, as knowing historical facts of the world will boost the tourism sector. Sports, culture and different talents further help in identifying a state around the world. He said it is high time ways to preserve the rich culture and tradition of the state were discussed and expressed concern about the declining state's population and the possible condition of the state's culture in the next 2 decades. Adding that there is an irregularity in the fertility rate of the state, he stressed paving a right path to check fertility rate, culture and tradition by the experts. It will strengthen the bond between different communities of the state, he said. Minister Ranjan also said students must be well acquainted with their culture and identity.
Historical facts, Myamji, equity advantage to Pura Kabagita country Kodima Yimbu to Meta Honor. See potential among Lairaga, Yam a job advantage of Purposida, Yam Samna, tourism sector. That means tourism in the Lapa Kansida, Koyak Patap Lapa Kansida, equity see advantage of Lorga, Manipur Yam unique web characters in akwai khangna bagi namakta khara hona ba mathau ta bra ida na khanse aduna manipur da leiri ba koi loina khangaga mayam da so sigi spread to da yam da it will be to our advantage for the future and the akwai strategically akwai gi manipur si culturally rich, historically rich, unique identity sigi mayam si we should all try and bring it to our advantage.
Retired headmaster of Singzamay Girls High School, THCH School, retired professor of History Department, MU Enjoy Kumar, and retired ADC of Ukrul, Usham Dhananjoy, were the resource persons of the observance, while Minister of IPR, Dr. Sapam Ranjan, MLA of Lamlai Assembly Constituency, Khungbantabam Ibomcha, MLA of Kakching Assembly Constituency, M. Rameshwar, MLA of Phongkai Assembly Constituency, Thangzamarun Kumar, and President of CCSK, Jitendra Ningombam, were the Presidium members of the observance. DGP of Manipur Police, P. Dongal, has loaded the role of BDF personnel in different fields of the society. The DGP was speaking at the launch of a BDF band platoon of Imphal West District at the conference hall of SP Imphal West today. Top officials of Manipur Police, SP and additional SP of Imphal West District Police, and President of All Manipur Working Journalists Union, Wang Khemcha Shamjai, were the Presidium members at the launching event of the BDF band platoon, comprising 24 personnel. Speaking further, DGP Dongal said it is commendable that the first BDF band platoon is formed in Imphal West District. He noted that the salary of BDF personnel is a meager amount. However, the duty discharged by the BDF personnel is no lesser than Manipur Police, he said, stating that their service to the people and the state has been of great help to the police department. He said formation of the band platoon is one of the successful initiatives of BDF personnel. Lauding the efforts of all the concerned who made the band platoon possible, the DGP announced that the band platoon launched today will be allowed to take part in state functions and other private functions. The income from the same will be saved for their welfare, to get new uniform or to add new instruments. He also opined that expanding the platoon to form 2 bands by adding more instruments will help the BDF personnel.
band anoba linkhat base yam appreciate towi adu mathak da hoigi talent smaina display tobasu for the benefit of the police department, for the benefit of any other state function the season nabiyaba smai band ama oire uniform tubagi natragana instrument lobagi contribution toba or mohoigi duty matamdo khara kaithokraga freedom pirega smaina band practice da yawhanba ngamba si gumba officer atei different role loba suloina appreciate towi. But the most important is that VDF Singh yamna dutiful oirega without any laziness smaina initiative loba se yam thagatle mohoigi band se yam mai pakpo oisunu aduga would like to congratulate SP Imphal West and all the other officers on this occasion.
VDF welfare association su masima linkhalagadi yamna lemjaningai oiba plus discipline inculcate tawba khotpada aduga mayam gi public ki su seva tawba yaba adugumba posakam ni haiduna khoi linkhatchabni adu hariba khoi gi VDF band platoon asi lakadoriba hayeng pangthokadoriba manipur police rising day da su moi band khongani moi saruk ya jagani aduga any national adagi state ki function lakpasingda mokhoi gi adum thogol adum mayam na ubiba phangani adu mayam gi side tegi su public ki keno lakpa khotpada su mokhoi chi adum hire tawba khotpa su adum yagani maduna VDF sinau sing sigi welfare moi masagi uniform lebida boiro amada boiro yamna mateng pangani haiduna adugi pandam amada su linkhatchaba dumba band platoon amani.
Secretary of Kwaramba Nupi Kaitel, Sinpham Amadi Saktam Kanvalup, KNK, SASKL, Thinguzam Rani has refuted the news report that appeared on a local daily on October 16 that Imoinu Ima Kaitel Saktam Kanvalup has been formed after a meeting of 600 women vendors of 3 Kwaramban Ima markets as baseless. She maintained that no decision of the said organization will be applicable in 3 Ima markets. Addressing a press meet held today at Kwaramban Ima Kaitel No. 1, Rani said there had been no meeting for the vendors of the 3 markets regarding the formation of Imoinu Ima Kaitel Saktam Kanvalup. She demanded to put an end to the collection of signatures in the blank paper, Aadhaar and passport photos by spreading false rumors. Condemning the hindrance towards the vendors earning daily wages, Rani affirmed to stand against any obstruction to the 3 markets. She expressed shock at the statement made by a vendor of Imoinu Ima Kaitel, shed number 12, Hiren Binodini, about the decision to save the markets owing to a threat from a hidden agenda on a local daily on October 16. She inquired about the hidden agendas he is referring to and demanded clarification on the accusation against the Finance Secretary of KNK SAKL, Khongrai Latpam Silabati, made by Binodini with proof. If not, legal actions will be taken up against her, she maintained. Rani further appealed to Binodini to refrain from defaming others for a personal goal.
Moi mio saktumna press meet tawraga meeting ama tawraga kaithen je kanabagi damta lukma chairman na phong tokwa masi khoi kaithen lohum gi oina association ani na ngasi bauta kaithen je sabam tamde ji bauta angam thogdang lokatuna kaithen sing asi kanabagi damta khongjang ja changsin na lai aduga talaksida uji chemi belupchina mi singje khoi maram sadana badram pi bahai dare moina rangi press meet da haibji aron be agenda karani ima sing bu singna kodai kaitheng li saktam bu silapana ima kaitheng saktam kannana ba pirep lokre habche hongai ba mi oi singja khoi hangi se aron agenda hai jakan be agenda no kaithen ge ne chenja chongjer ba khoi gi thakta moi ne sining ma maran je kai no madu with document ge loider puthok yo ba ai khoi ne si torame na taga mathak ta saiba dukan me am je khoi ne yontho me deposit laurame hai be with document ge loina puthok yo ba.
Locals of Lilong Turel Ahanbi Khongnang Makong staged a sit-in protest yesterday condemning the death of Muhammad Mujibur Rahman, 19, son of late Muhammad Sahabuddin of Lilong Turel Ahanbi Khongnang Makong. The dead body of Mujibur was found on October 15 at Lilong Haroibi Mayalekai Ganglo Lokol. During the protest, the ZAC formed against the killing of Mujibur took the decision to not take the body of the deceased till the people involved in the killing are not punished and to ostracize them from the locality. They also decided to demand a record of the post-mortem under the supervision of a magistrate and an official not lower than the rank of STPO to lead the investigation. The ZAC further warned of launching agitation along with clubs, organizations, Mayrampaibis and CSOs of the state if the people involved in the killing of Mujibur are not booked within 48 hours. Now it's time for a short break. We'll be right back.
Dr. Helena Optometric College North AOC Imphal Academic Session 2022-23 admission hausare program offer Bachelor of Optometry specialties da matik charva infrastructure galoinana secure campus spacious classroom amadi well maintained library meritorious students singi special fee concession amadi scholarship well qualified dedicated amadi experience lairaba oza singna takpi tambigani nupa macha amadi nupi macha gi secure amadi separate hostel Dr. Helena Eye Hospital and Institute Delhi training ki khudong chabasu leigani loinana course asi hek loibaga India amadi avorta chada chama job placement leigani akupa marol gidamak 9774065535 ta contact tawbiu
iPhone ki Welcome back. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is set for another visit to his home state Gujarat on Wednesday, where he will dedicate and lay the foundation stone of projects worth around Rs 15,670 crores. During the two-day visit, Prime Minister Modi will cover Gandhinagar, Junagadh, Rajkot, Kevadia and Viara, a statement from Prime Minister's office said today. Prime Minister will inaugurate the Defence Expo 2022 in Gandhinagar, the expo being held under the theme Path to Pride will witness the largest ever participation in Indian Defence Expo held to date. The event will showcase the expansive scope and scale of Indian defence manufacturing prowess. The expo will have an India Pavilion and 10 state pavilions. At the India Pavilion, Prime Minister will unveil HTT-40, the indigenous trainer aircraft designed by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited (HAL). Prime Minister will also lay the foundation stone of Disa Airfield in Gujarat. The forward Air Force base will add to the security architecture of the country. Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia today said if the Aam Aadmi Party is voted to power in Gujarat, it will build a government school at every 4 kilometers in 8 cities within a year. Sisodia, who was questioned by the Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI) for more than 9 hours with the Delhi excise policy scam case, also said he is ready for everything, even to go to jail, but the construction of schools will not stop in Gujarat. Sisodia claimed that out of the 48,000 government schools in Gujarat, 32,000 were in bad condition as per a mapping of the schools done by an AAP team. The AAP conducted a mapping of private and government schools in Gujarat and drew a plan on improving their condition, he added. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi attacked Prime Minister Narendra Modi directly again as it emerged that the BJP government at the centre, not just the state of Gujarat, okayed the release of 11 men who raped a Muslim woman, Bilkis Bano, and killed her family members during the 2002 Gujarat riots. Gandhi tweeted that from the Red Fort talk of respect for women, but in reality standing with rapists, asserting the difference between the Prime Minister's promise and intention is clear that PM has only cheated women. PM Modi had called for women empowerment during his August 15 address. That happened to be the day when the 11 convicts who had got life terms were released prematurely after serving about 15 years concession for their good behavior as per the state government. Documents have now revealed that both the centre and Gujarat, where Narendra Modi was chief minister during the 2002 riots, first fast-tracked the early release of the 11 convicts. India recorded a single-day rise of 1,542 COVID-19 cases, the lowest in 182 days, with 8 deaths in the last 24 hours according to the data updated by the Union Health Ministry. The case tally climbed to 4.46 crore while the active cases have declined to 26,449, it said. The death count, however, increased to 5.28 lakh with the fresh fatalities. The active cases comprise 0.06% of the total infections, while the national COVID-19 recovery rate has increased to 98.76%, the Health Ministry said. The daily positivity rate was also recorded at 0.68%, while the weekly positivity rate at 1.02%. Meanwhile, the number of people who have recuperated from the disease surged to 4.40 crore, while the case fatality rate was recorded at 1.19%. On the other hand, 219.37 crore doses of vaccines against COVID have been administered in the country under the nationwide COVID-19 vaccination drive. In another case, the highly infectious Omicron subvariant BF.7 has been detected in India. The BF.7 variant was first detected in China and now reached the United States, UK, Australia and Belgium. The subvariant first case was detected in Gujarat, confirmed by the Gujarat Biotechnology Research Center and described as the Omicron spawned. The subvariant brings concerns as it can surpass immunity from previous infections and vaccines. In fact, World Health Organization had given out a warning against the highly infectious BF.7 COVID subvariant. The Indonesian football stadium where more than 130 people were killed in a stampede early this month will be torn down and rebuilt, the country's president said today. For a Kanjuruhan Stadium in Malang, they will demolish and rebuild it according to FIFA standards with proper facilities that can ensure the safety of both players and supporters, Joko Widodo told reporters after meeting FIFA President Gianni Infantino. Now, before we wind up, let's have a quick look at the top stories once again. Manipur being Southeast Asia's first democratic nation, state's pride, says Mahut Minister Y. Kemchan. State's fertility rate needs to be assessed to preserve rich culture of Manipur, says IPR Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan. And Imphal West BDF band platoon launched. DGP Piri Dongal launched a role of BDF personnel in society. And that brings us to the end of today's English News Bulletin. Thanks for watching.
iPhone gi mapu oibiu iPhone gi mapu oibiu lakliba October gi tang kunmari nungthil pung ama taba matamda sumnatagi lupa chama khaktana iPhone gi mapu oibiu thamjariba pricing first price iPhone 13 Pro Max, second price iPhone Mini 12 128GB, third price iPhone SE 2022 128GB amasung consolation price oina miyoi kontra da lupa chamnga pizagani. Ticket agent oibiningba singna lemna ticket tara amadi lupa lising manga gi mathakta fangbagi khudongchaba pizari. Ticket Fangfam Singh, Sur Pharmacy, Malom Bazar, Sanatombi Store, Malom Bazar, Pan 150, Waheng Lekai Mobile Dukan, Ipak Offset Praise, opposite Sangai Express, Amasung FSC Office, Kangabam Lekai, near Vaiko Hotel, Panthoibi Pharmacy, Lamfel, near Lamjingba Hospital, Sorzini Hotel, Moirang, near Maibe Gas, Imphal College Gate Dukan, Amu Dukan, Amasung Bembem Wholesale Dukan, Patsoi Part 1. Draw Otfam, Kaisampat, Lemazam Lekai, Community Hall. WhatsApp ki khuthangda ticket booking tawbagi khudongchaba pizari. Akupa marol gidamak pizariba number sida contact tobiyu 8787573129. Dr. Care App, Dr. Care App. Miyam gi anna laing gi lamda khudongchana naba Dr. Care hariba app ase sizinabiduna. Adom gi darkar oiba doctor adu hanna appointment lobagi khudongchaba pizari. Aikoiga partner oina chatminariba hospital singa sigidamak hana chatlaga ming iba queue lepa doctor yengba fangdabagi awaba leiraroi ngasimak download tobiduna kanaba si lobiyu miyam gidamak Dr. Care App